unmuted. We're about to unmute it. Now
Oh,
you
okay.
good. Yeah. While we finishing up watching the rest of the game.
Seen you right at
Bad
the jersey.
foul right there. Give him the layup. They already beat you. Give him the layup.
We shouldn't be back there by it
Yeah,
like
and it's
that.
gonna
That
finish the
open.
game. It's gonna cut it 2 possession
Across
game.
the court.
That last foul was definitely.
El Marco wasn't supposed to come, in the press. And you
Somebody,
back there on that line, you can't come across the half court.
yeah, somebody messed up the press.
Like where you try to trap at is when he come across that court. If you at the midline,
Right.
El Marco came up too high, too fast, and then
That's two
Melvin came from the other
passes.
side of the court.
That was two passes.
Pass the ball in. I need a tray.
Shoot it. Need it.
Shoot that. Right.
Uh,
It's over with. They rushing something.
We're probably about to rush them. Nah, they ain't
they ain't
rushing
rushing.
nothing.
Ah,
You think
maybe
so?
they're not. I don't
17.
know. Maybe they can't.
No, they ain't rushing
First
nothing.
of all, them even like them
They
even
got
age
cooked
wise.
last year, so
Who's in the top? I felt
I'm
like
gonna
they
pull
was
up
in a
the
tough
ages. I
spot right
want the ages. I want the
tough
ages of
spot
all
right
these
there with
players
having to
now.
come back.
Huh?
I said that was a tough spot right there with having DP come back. I don't know, just to like kind of
And I can't even
just
think
put
about
in
nothing else with
perspective,
that.
like as a player, just you know what I mean, having
say it again.
put just like to put it in perspective as a player that caliber and us being players. If we had somebody like you had some success or you was like kind of finding your rhythm without him and then he came back. All right,
Um,
I would say it like I would say it for us like this when we went to school. Say it was like a Selby when he came when we was going to school with Josh Selby and he came and was and
right.
he came making shots but
Oh,
it
gee.
didn't break our rhythm.
Right.
It just
Rush the
gave us
floor.
another weapon. I would say right.
The trade was different. And what's the name was different until the
Trey
second
doing
half.
his thing. Trey had his 14 and 11.
Trey doing his thing. Flo got to stay out of foul trouble when this type of stuff happens.
That's every game almost.
Yeah,
I still
he
believe
still
that
was right there.
it's gonna go back. It's gonna go back. A lot of it's gonna go back to in the beginning of the year when they said they couldn't throw the ball into the post. At some
Mm,
point,
Yeah.
the game can't always be played on the wing, and that's what I see. A lot of it is being played on the wing. It's like no post presence at all. And I could be wrong,
No,
but when you have a
no,
time,
no.
when you have a chance to like even playing against UCF, and they was sometimes they was able to throw the ball into the post, right, and like slow the game down a
hmm
little bit. I think they really got to understand how to like get the ball down low to be able to slow it down. Even though DP, play offensively well, I still feel like they didn't have a like that down low presence. Yeah, you
for
didn't have
sure.
that all year.
Yeah.
They got to be able to develop that, man. At some point, you got to
What
be
does
able to
down
develop
low
that.
presence even create, though?
Inside
That's
out.
what they can't get. Yeah, inside out, but it's slowed down, pace more. Like now we can kind of take a deep breath and get something good.
Hmm.
Kansas is trying to get a bad closeout, a straight line drive. It ain't always gonna be like that. Or an
Right.
easy shot. You know what I'm saying?
The defense don't collapse. If the defense never collapse, you can't really get too many good shots.
When I'm
You
looking
can, but it's gonna be limited.
uh,
Yeah.
when I'm watching, it's also not that they not scoring on the post because a lot of times Kansas had a lot of players that couldn't score like back to the basket, even referring to us.
Yeah.
Even when we first got to Kansas, we couldn't score back to the basket, but we was finding ways to get us the ball,
hmm
like in good spots that we can finish. Like that's not happening at all. Like
Right.
we
At
had
all.
the high low where we could walk them up the lane. Like you playing Tiller and you playing flow together. It should be a high low,
Yeah.
some
Right.
type of high low
They,
advantage at a six. You got 6'9" Tiller and the 6'9", 6'10". Like it got to be some type of connection between the bigs that you can play some high low,
right.
catch your defense
Right.
But you know,
opposition. That's a
one is
great
not
that's a
thinking like a
great
big though.
point right
So
there.
we not even,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a great
y'all
point.
two are partners.
Yeah, all of us
Five and
was
the four
no, but
partners.
but
Yeah, we are. But
honestly,
like when you're
all
out
of
there at the
us.
four and the five, y'all partners.
All right,
But if
yeah,
a
for
four thinking
sure.
he a three, he not. We're not going to be even looking at each other.
Right,
He
you right
can't
You
about
know
think
what I'm
he
that.
hit
saying?
three no more. There's no way he could think he hit three no more.
I mean, I don't know all of that.
I don't think. Just watching it, I think he just kind of lost right now with his identity. I don't think he
Yeah,
really know what he is right now. honestly. It's better.
He started off well. I wouldn't call him a three when he started off, but like a lot of shots they even take the data, like the 20 to 27 minutes, to have 2 points and 4 rebounds. Like we his first game of the Big 12 tournament, Big 12 season.
You're
You
not
can't.
turned up
It was
enough.
a
You're
lot of
not
shots
turned
he
up. That's
turned down.
energy. Energy can get you more than that.
Yeah, 2 points, 4 rebounds. Like it's just got to be a more of a spark. Like he got to. At this point, they should all know what they're trying to accomplish on the floor.
Right.
At
But
this
Hmm.
point in the season,
I just don't see that.
I don't
I
see
go
that's
back to
coming.
that.
Right?
Yeah, I don't see that. But I wanted to touch back on what you were saying earlier about like not like how do they get the two bigs to kind of like start working together in a sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Hmm.
I see a big, you know, what I mean, I do see how much or how important that is. And once we played together, we've always had that connection. Rather one of us was out or one of us was in.
Right.
However we did it, we had that connection between each other, and I think they don't have that connection.
No, they don't have that connection.
Mm.
But
Hmm.
even
Go ahead,
without
go
the
ahead.
connection, the positioning, like run them a play, like let me see it first. Where one of them got the size advantage. Let's see who flash high, who lead with
Right.
whatever, walk them up the lane, whatever. Just for an easy two. Like
Right.
you should still be able to do that in college
That,
basketball easily. Like
like
The-
that
you-
part of the game never going to change. You always
Go
going
mm,
to
ahead.
need to know how to play like that.
yeah,
Play
Go
around
ahead.
with another big. If he
Yeah, you gotta finish.
popping,
Go ahead.
if he drive middle,
Gotta
then
go.
I rotate under the basket. If he go baseline, then I rotate to the middle of the basket, front of the rim. Like you
mm-hmm.
got to learn that type of shit naturally. Just
Yeah,
sometime soon.
I
yeah, for
mean,
sure. That
My
game
kid's
get
up in a
better.
minute.
You
Go ahead.
playing better competition now in that Big 12.
right. So two things. One, to elaborate on that, a lot of guys wasn't like, all right, I can just get you a bucket any type of way, but you can put me in position. And at this level, I can finish it. They won a championship with McCormick.
McCormick,
He
right?
wasn't skilled. He wasn't this, that, and third. But you put me here, I can turn and do this. Those other guys before that, without the Danny Mannies and and just working with Norm, who's point guard when he probably played. I can put you in this position. The rest you won't have to do. I don't understand how they not even doing that. Secondly, do you think they playing four game too much? I don't want to I don't know if anybody know the calls or nothing like that. I don't want to mess their scout up, but four game where they just wing, get it flat, or whatever. 4 in 1. I mean 4 out 1 in. You think they doing that too much? So it's kind of hard to when we walking them up to the walking them up the lane and doing all these things. They definitely not doing that in four game because it's
no,
not a
I,
part of the.
I, I don't think the depth. I don't think the depth of the team can really consist of like even playing down low with the bigs of Flory and Bryson are foul trouble away from like you all the way having to play small ball.
Mhm.
Small ball. It's like
Yeah.
it's no you're not subbing anybody in. So Paul doesn't get in. You don't have any subs. This might have been like the thinnest I've seen like a Kansas team as far
Like
as
it's
like a
big.
second
Oh
unit
man,
at the forward size, right?
man, for
Like
a
Kansas is
while.
forward
I,
university. We all know that.
yeah,
Like
Right.
this is like the thinnest, you know what I mean? And you could play Trey at the four because it is
Mhm.
college, but just far as size and like
You
mechanics,
put it in this game. You played them before. They was putting them in the post.
yeah, they was posting
They
them.
was
Yeah.
That's what I'm
posting
That's
it.
saying.
Yeah.
supposed to
So
mark.
when Flory got in a little bit of foul trouble, you started to see like they were really backing them down. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
other teams, because this is where they're gonna be in trouble. A lot of other teams have really big guys down low. They
Mm.
struggle on the road. I think
Yeah.
they played North Carolina, was it?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
When they had like
North
yeah.
more
Carolina too,
size,
they
you know what I
big.
mean? Like
Kansas State got somebody like North Carolina.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas
They're
State. You
tall,
look at
big.
BYU. Look at Arizona. Like
I'm
a
watching
lot of these
I'm
Arizona.
looking.
teams,
Yeah.
I'm looking at Arizona right now. Actually, I wanted to
right?
say something.
A lot of these
Number
teams
30.
got a lot of size, bro. So like it definitely will be interesting. We've been talking about DP a lot, but it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how or where Coach Self go to. You know what I mean? With like implementing one of the another guy in there somewhere at the 4 or the 5. I don't even know. Do they have it?
I don't think they
I,
have that.
I don't
They
think
don't
they
have
have it.
that.
I think they go small.
You try to, yeah.
You can't.
I
It's
think it's
that's
the
gonna be
best
tough.
basketball.
They got to play a whole different way. They got to play like this, which they not.
It's
They
not the
good
They
when
play
they
NBA
small.
neither.
small.
This is not the NBA.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
good.
college basketball. Like this is
I'm gonna
college
come.
Right.
basketball. You don't have to
Wow,
play
they didn't call
four
it. So
round one. Like it's going to be tough to do that.
It's tough to play 4 round
Right.
one in college basketball. The guys are older. Everybody's
Yeah.
getting bigs. Like everybody
Mm-hmm.
wants 2 or 3 bigs. So we 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 definitely gonna have to figure out where we're gonna be able to stand at with that. And, and just piggyback off of that, like some guys it seem are more aggressive when DP not playing. I would say Bryson is one of those guys. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the time the ball was finding DP in that first half, damn near every other possession. On shots, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
see Bryce catch in the corner and shoot those threes.
He was turning it down.
Quick triggers.
Right.
I didn't seen him in the post catching the short corner, shooting that little short corner pop shot.
Right.
When DP was out there, he was like, get the
There's a
ball out of my
hesitation.
hand. They just waiting. They just like someone waiting. Even with Melvin, I think Melvin picked up 2 early fouls, so he couldn't be as aggressive. But even earlier in the game, like I feel like they defer to DP a lot. I feel like with him, they just need about three or four games just to get that gelling going. You know what I'm saying? Him to get in game, some type of game shape, and just get a rhythm of him knowing he's going to be on the court.
Mm.
Because even at the end of the game, that's a whole nother thing right there. Like,
How does he not finish
Two,
that game? Right.
two things. Well, yeah, two more things, probably three, but to piggyback a little bit backwards, with the bigs. Early in the Not early in the year, but 2 games ago, I was watching them play against was that Townsend? Or it was Davidson and Townsend.
Yeah.
mm,
And instead of taking or telling Badunga, hey, whatever you're gonna do it early. We need to get Paul's feet wet. He keep him in a game. He get his little 18 and 10. He looks like everybody's writing good things about him and all that. But it's Townsend. It's Davidson. So why
Mm-hmm.
not get Paul feet wet? Like, cause you're gonna get in foul trouble. You're gonna
right,
what's name is gonna probably have to get taken out of the game at some point.
right,
Tiller. So why not establish like, all right, Paul, we need if we can steal 2 minutes, three plus, great.
great.
I think it's more.
Why is this not happening? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more important to kind of my thought. I think it's probably more important to develop Florida because Florida's still developing. Like it's like his time, his season, but he's still developing also. So I probably think those games
But
be like,
at this
Right,
point, how much are you going to develop though?
right. To
Why
combat
not
nah,
that,
get?
it's
I
not.
need to get.
I'm
Say
combating
what?
that. I'm combating that try because they are big. They need another
Yeah,
person, another big that can still 6 to 8 minutes for them to make a run.
For sure.
yeah, you right.
In the what's the name? Not even in the NCAA tournament.
And the Big
In the
12,
Mm-hmm.
12.
Listen to Big
yeah,
12 alone. You ain't
Best
lying about
conference
that.
in America.
right.
Big
And
12 is the
Yeah,
best
especially
conference.
yeah.
bigs
Not
and
lying about that.
physicality.
So you got to finish a certain way in this conference too, though. You can't be fourth. We should think about that
Yeah,
happening. You gonna get a second seed.
you got to
Mm-hmm.
finish top two, three worse.
Right.
And this is crazy. You talking about this? Another thing. Uh, is it fair for DP? Is it fair? Like he is
Goodness.
injured, and then it's like everything that happened last year, the last 2 years,
Excuse me.
is on his shoulders. Like he was there. You know what I'm saying? Also, it's on the coaching staff shoulders as well. But it's like we putting a lot on a real 18-year-old because
But
of last year team and the team before that. And it's like, is he
mm-hmm.
gonna play? Is he? What's is
Right.
is it fair for him?
I
Gift
I
and a
felt
curse.
go ahead. Go ahead, Bob. You got
No, that's all I had to say about it.
it. It really is though. It's tough, man, because it's like,
Like look at the
all right, we
camera on him the
capping him.
whole time. Like
If we capping his minutes off at 23 minutes, I can't put him in. I can't put him in the game the whole first half, and I can't do that. But then that's
Right.
something that we don't know. Or is it capped at 23? Then he get on the bench. He's
Yeah.
stretching a little bit. He's sitting at the end of the bench. He got the gun. So then it's like,
Right.
what is it really? So now it's like from the outside looking in, you just like you can make an assumption that he might be hurt or he might just can't, or you can make an assumption that he capped his
it's just
minutes. It's
so
not
much
really.
space, right?
It's just
And
so
to
much
think
space, so
whatever.
it's hard. Like even with the team, like as a coach with self and you knowing like, yo, he could play 23 minutes. And he got it going in the first half, 17, 20 in the first half. Like, it's like, how can I
Snatch him.
take him out?
Snatch him. Got to play him down the
I
stretch.
got something that
But that's
stuck
that's
out.
just what we thinking. We don't know if that's technically what happened
Mm.
as far as his minutes. You feel me? That's just what we thinking
One
on
more
the
thing,
inside.
Charles, and I'm out of here.
Or did he
No,
or
One
did
more
he or
thing.
did he tweak it
I
while
was
he was
looking at
playing?
something
But
else with
I
go
just
ahead.
don't
Last
know
thing.
how far they can get with like this continuing to happen. I don't know. They need a
Mhm.
Right.
big, a serviceable big, but big for 7 to 10 minutes to be even to compete in the Big 12. They need another serviceable big that can play
Yeah, we
seven to
always
ten
had three
minutes.
bigs. We always had a third big.
Always,
Y'all had
always
3.5. I ain't gonna
three and a
lie.
Yeah.
half and one and two of them
Yeah,
they
we had me and Rio backing y'all up.
and Jeff.
And
We always
Jeff
the
was
year
getting
before
more
we
minutes
got
than
there, they
Paul.
had even when we left.
Right.
We
Right.
Last
always had
thing.
sir. You always got you need that three rotation
Right.
because the four not really a four. He's a center, but in this case, Tiller can shoot the three a little bit. So all right, I give him the four. We need
Mhm.
that. Paul has to be able to learn how to play, and now honestly, it might
It's
just
too
be too
late.
late because Big 12 has started. Like yeah, Ray,
it's
If you
probably,
was gonna
but
have
he's
some
supposed to
time
be
to
on
But
play,
some.
and you had
next,
the chance to
you
play
had to
him
you
now.
just had to let him fall out early on in the season.
Whatever
that's what I was
happens.
saying. Those games were like when you playing against Townsend and Flo,
Townsend,
whatever
yup.
you want to do it early. I got to get
Uh-huh.
this dude in the game. He shouldn't be coming in the game with 3 minutes.
With
Should be out
3 minutes,
there
right?
with 14 minutes.
He's
But let
not
me
14
like
at
say
that,
this.
least.
guy.
Please
That's the
answer
game
this.
plan. I'm putting him out there to at least
What
getting
y'all
our
think about
money's
this?
worth.
Keys. And look, obviously try, but I would love to hear what is when DP is in a game, is the coaching changing?
I don't think so.
If you
I
just how
because
you managing, like what they running, like it's all like
it's
kind of
this
catered to.
it don't seem like a game plan to me. Like it just
I
seems
think
like
that's on him.
it's open basketball. Like because when you look at this team, no DP. What is our identity? How are we even trying to score? What are we going? What are we going to?
I think it's playing with pace
It's
with
it's
DP there.
definitely playing with pace
Without him there.
without DP there, but it's like the coaching don't change, the players change. I think for me,
Yeah.
just watching the game, players play they're playing differently when DP's out there.
It's Kansas is becoming like read and reaction, which it used to be like, nah, we know what we're doing. And he the only person that
Orange.
Melvin as well. He can read and react, Trey a little bit. Everybody else, they when I was there, it was only one person then that was able to
Right.
read and react out of these. I'm driving and it's like 2 second rule.
2 second,
I'm
right?
shooting it, and that's or really point five. Really, 2 seconds is a lot.
Right.
Point five. Like, what am I doing? I'm shooting. I'm driving. I'm passing. It wasn't too many. It was only one person that could do that
Yeah.
when I was there.
But
Now Melvin's playing way
but
better
when you
now.
watch
So
them, and,
say it again.
DP not out there, they be finding ways to score.
Because
Do
you can
they?
get back to
They
self
do.
basketball
So
kind of
Do they
like we
find
running
ways to
this
score?
to
did
One
what's the name
game.
have just taken over? That was
Appreciate it,
all
man.
the games. That wasn't really one game. Melvin, are they
There's
really
about two,
finding
three
ways to
games
score?
so far.
I'm just talking about like in the games where they're playing against good competition.
Right.
You know, again, you can go back
Yeah.
to
cream rise to the top.
you can go back to those games where the competition, we know.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The ball might
Right.
move, the offense will flow because the competition low.
Competition,
You feel what I'm saying? But we talking about when they actually played against a good team, you had literally a big performance by Melvin Council where you didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He just
Even
making
And,
this
hold,
shots.
game.
and
Even this
always
game,
three,
even this
four,
game, he
five
took
minute
over.
hole of nothing
Even this game,
Right.
yeah,
on
it was
offense.
transition. That's what I said. When he's not there, they start playing
They
faster.
just play fast,
They
right?
play faster.
Yeah,
The ball
yeah.
go out. They push
That's
more.
faster.
Everybody's creating when he in. I think you could run your half court offense, which again, he's the best shooter on the team, the best player on the
It's
team,
essentially,
the
yeah.
best creator on the team. I understand why a lot of the plays will go out of time out to him. You know what I'm saying? Because now,
For sure.
if they take that away, boom, now that open up for something else. And we know how good Coach Self is with like ATOs and you know what I mean, just half court offense. When you got a guy that you can run half court offense
Yeah.
through, because that's the part. You can't run half court offense through nobody else.
Yeah.
Literally. And with
I
the
think
piggy,
we
go ahead, Pop, Rob.
no, I was gonna say I think we all seen it before, like when we didn't play with a player that's like such a great shot maker that like it's almost like as soon as you know all they gotta do is just catch the ball, like
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and this shit is almost a hard like he's really one of them players, like so it's hard, man. It's just because it's natural. Like I said, he's really one of them guys.
They
Like
gotta do the
just get
smaller
him the
things
ball.
well. They don't. We don't do the smaller things well just yet. Screening,
Yeah, no.
being a known, running to the corners. Remember we were talking about that Rio when we was talking about like
Mm-hmm.
how the identity of some of the players is just not
Uh-huh.
there. Like when we talk about Rosario,
Mm-hmm.
Rosario should never be above the break. Like he should be running as
Mm-hmm.
soon as the ball come out the net. He should be the first one down the court to the corner, get into a spot that
Mm-hmm.
DP can penetrate and know what corner he gonna be in all the
Mm-hmm.
time. You know what
And
I'm
you can
saying?
crash too. And you can crash from those angles.
Exactly. He might
To
slide.
say something,
Exactly.
that nigga played. He oh my bad. I'm sorry about that. He played 19 minutes today. Sorry about that. He played 19 minutes,
Rosario,
0 points, 3 rebounds.
but yeah, I get it.
I
I
just
feel
don't
like
know
the
if he's.
opportunity is getting put there for him.
I
You
just don't
know,
know if
nah,
the
it's
spot.
Competition.
overly,
Spot.
Or competition and then
overly,
rose up, then raised.
Huh?
and it's gonna continue. This is the game. This is the game they thought we can get them.
Yeah, for sure.
It gets steeper, you know.
And it gets way
Last
steeper.
time I'm gonna say two things though, because I want to elaborate on what you were talking about. Self has when he got people that can like make those plays from a guard standpoint. He's always had supporting staff. Remember, we came in, we y'all was able to support S. Dot
Mm-hmm.
Cole, even though and when y'all wasn't as big, you know, you guys were able to. I'm gonna step up. We played Texas. I'm gonna step up to the challenge. S. Dot, you do your thing. We played Tennessee. S. Dot, you do your thing. We're gonna be here to support you. I don't think they got those guys or playing that way from a
Right.
big, not the guards, not Trey, not Melvin. I'm saying from the bigs, able to like, I'm gonna support you and actually rebound and get the tough rebounds. And my game is different from your game.
And
Like y'all
screening
game is different
hard.
from Sharon's game.
Right,
Sharon had a
right.
different game he had to get ready for. Y'all's was more intensity level up here. You know, attention to detail. I don't have time to mess up. We can't mess up this game. We're playing against
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, or so I just think that the supporting cast is not at that level. Where skill and all that, you want to show your 3 pointer, whatever, all that. All right, cool. But I'm saying when it's pour water, chop wood, I don't think they got that type of supporting cast from the bigs.
No, not at all. They don't have no bigs.
Yeah, 1.5.
Don't have any bigs. We just being brutal. I don't have bigs. This is something that will
Yeah,
bother them in Big 12 play throughout the rest of the season. Not having bigs. Yes, DP gonna bother him. You know what I mean? I think like we got to solidify whether he's gonna play or not. I think that's got to be first.
Mm-hmm.
But even if he do say I only can give you 23 minutes, I'm taking this right here every day of the week.
oh for sure.
And I'm spreading those
26.6 board.
23 minutes out, though.
Even if I
Very
don't got to spread them out, I'm putting 26 minutes on the board just to say I got it on the
good.
board. Like, cause
Hmm.
that's what he
I
doing is
got that
he played 30. He averaging 30. This is
Averaging.
like we got to
easily.
be real clear on how good this kid is for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like watching the game, he's not even sweating.
I need a 50 ball from him.
He could get if he played.
I'm about to
Boy,
say if he played, he can get 50.
I think he can get
If he
50.
played, he'd get 48, 50 easy.
to my yeah. But look, hey, this is the last thing I'm gonna say though on a like coaching changing for DP because it seems like we playing a certain way when DP get in, we playing his way, but it's not like, hey DP, come join us. He's not joining the team. He's like he's the conductor. He's getting on the train and being the conductor
I think that's the
instead
players.
of
I
like
think
this
that's
is
the
what we've been
players.
doing. So you say what'd you say, Keith?
I think that's the players though. It seemed like that to me is the players. Like, I don't
But you
feel like
kind
it
of
seemed like
establish it
coach.
too in practice. You know, practice is everything in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
So when
Man,
you
yeah,
come in, you
so
know, when like it's not like you practice a certain way, then all of a sudden the games. I mean, it could be happening. Then all of a sudden the light switch. scratch all of that. We're gonna do this. What
He
you know?
ain't
Mm-hmm.
one
So
of them.
I don't
That's
know though.
why, because he ain't one of them.
I don't know,
He,
man.
he ain't one of them.
Me neither.
he,
I think
James, somebody tell James you gotta play the way we play James. James go
Yeah,
back.
the league, yeah. But when it's college, this is
Them niggas
college.
can't
Like we
score.
all,
I wish it could
it's
be that easy, but the
they
players don't look at him like that. They probably got too much like respect and awe of him too, just like we
back
is.
in our day, you couldn't do that. Now that you're
Yeah,
getting paid, it's like
that too.
obviously it's a
Like,
little bit more, but like we all, they not even teammates how we were.
right.
well, if that's the case, it really ain't no
They
talking.
looking at pockets. They looking at like, well, how can
No,
I ain't getting the
and that's
numbers I
crazy.
want, so I ain't gonna be able to get this next year. They looking at the game or
It's
the
crazy that
system
you say that
more
though.
so than
Like
the
when I
game.
am watching, I don't see like the team connection as great as I would love to see it. Let's just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? In that type of
Hmm.
environment, like making big
Yeah,
plays, making big shots, like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see just like the Kansas spirit that I would like to see. You know what I'm saying? Of like we going to battle,
right.
we going to war. Like
Look
again,
like
I
it's in
think
one person.
I don't see it, huh?
Yeah.
I said, looks like it's in one person.
Yeah, literally. But
And
how
to
do you win
carry,
like that? Can you win like that?
you can't. To
I feel
carry a
like it's
team
in more
about
than
them
one.
type
I
of
feel like it's about
environments,
three of them.
you need at least two,
But
three
it's
dogs
based
like that.
upon what's happening. If it's in three of them,
Mm-hmm.
it's based upon if I'm playing well. If they, you know what I mean? Because you can see it.
Right.
Like
Mm-hmm.
you can see the guys that like are struggling. Like you can see it as players. We can look on the court and be like, I can tell he wasn't playing. I can tell he's not in in the right mindset. I can tell whatever's happening in practice is getting to him. Right? Like
You
we can.
can,
Right.
That's
yeah,
like
we gonna
evident
always
for
be
us
able
to
to tell.
see. It's a lot. Like we can see that clear as day.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's the part where it's like when that happened to us back when we were playing, we had each other to kind of like, yo, forget what
Lean
you
Hmm.
on.
heard then. You know what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
need you to come out here and play. This is how we gonna
Right.
win,
Right.
bro. Not what you gonna hear from him because we all gonna get it. But after that happens, all right, we need you to
Right.
play, and that's what they don't have.
Yeah.
They don't have leadership
They don't.
at all.
They don't.
That's just evident,
Oh,
and I think that's like the
we definitely
biggest
played a
part.
different game than what they playing.
The
Yeah, just
leadership
like
though is
that.
like I don't see any leadership.
That
DP is
No,
a
type of
that's
good
a
connection,
good.
player.
I
I
doubt
just
they
don't
have
see
that
it.
type of connection at all. I definitely remember games where like they told me, "Nah, tomorrow you gonna have to play like this and play like that," and they starting. So like it makes it easier, and you make it more comfortable for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yes,
you just
none
know,
of that.
like all right, I'm about to go in the game and wild out for 12 minutes. Like get 6 points, trying to get a
And
putback.
12.
Yeah, you know what I'm
and not
saying?
for
Then
nothing, and not
Right.
for nothing. I'm gonna just say this, regardless of who watching or not watching. This is why you should have now the way this thing is constructed, where you can pay players, you should be able to pay consultant. Like if we like a consultant team to where like they're coming into practice, and sometimes they got to fly in the game, they got to watch film with you. You feel what I'm saying? To kind of help you through these
yeah,
games because
Recruiting.
recruiting and
Fuck.
understand
That's
you
the
got to
biggest.
have
yeah.
you
Man.
got to have a lot. You really got to have this,
Mm-hmm.
and if
Skill
just starting
development.
from what we saying, why wouldn't you go through like the pros you recently had on your team, or the guys that you recently had on your team that played in those eras, and us like you can tell that they can help the younger guys because
Mm-hmm.
if it flows the way it's flowing, not even just for Kansas, just for college basketball, it's not gonna go in the positive stream. You're gonna have a
Yeah,
For a lot,
lot
it's
of
gonna be a lot of teams that do it. It's gonna be a lot of teams that don't. The teams that don't vet out the players. And like you said again, we can call a spade a spade. Like not vetting out Paul for Kansas and whatever he was getting paid NIL wise.
right,
Like you got to
right,
have a team behind that for those mistakes not to happen. That can't happen.
right.
Like no disrespect to Paul, like, but it's like, bro, you
Yeah,
playing at the highest level, getting paid. I don't want to put you, but they know what
Well,
it's getting at. It's
yeah,
public
yeah. You
knowledge.
get
You
you getting
million
getting a couple
plus,
dollars.
get a free
you
pick.
million plus, and can't get on the court.
Shame.
We got too much going on at Kansas for
you
that
got to
to
figure
happen.
that out.
We got too much
That's
going
what
on
I'm
for
saying.
Kansas for that to happen. No, we don't do that. We don't. We
Yeah.
that's not that. And you
They
got
trying to
guys
do
around
half
that's like
time.
us that should be able to help to be able to be like, listen, we not doing that. Let's figure that part out.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we can't be missing, can't miss that bad. Like, and if you keep Paul, yeah, say we do keep him, but that number should be
No, you got to have a
Yeah.
team that's going to develop them.
It's like a
Okay.
company.
Yeah.
If I got a
gotta
guy that
manage.
I know that needs to work,
Mm.
I gotta have somebody behind him that's gonna make sure you work on a day
Right,
to
right,
day.
right. If I especially if
Learn.
I'm
Like
paying
Right,
for
day
that
If
to
I'm
day
kid,
paying for
basis.
yeah, you
I'm
have to
paying
learn.
top dollar like that. Shit.
You gotta have
long
a team
game with
inside of
him.
a team.
I can
It's a
chop some
long
of that
game.
down and put it to development. And guarantee I got better performance. Like,
And then
come
like
on with it.
who what do be going through people's minds or head coach or head assistant, whatever. It's like, how can I say this without being you played 15 years, Keys. Mook 15, 14, Trop, you still playing. I played 11. I thought it was 12. I played 11. Like, you saying that this guy or this guy can vet out talent better than, you know what I'm saying?
No,
No
they
way.
can't. They can't. They
It's just
can't.
like, this is the guy you saying that ain't did nothing past this or ain't played since this, or versus, oh yeah, I know what that is. I can point that out. You can fit at Kansas. You could do this. You can do that, or wherever. It don't have to just be whatever. Like you rather say, all right, this person knows how to recruit and scout and knows talent more than.
Or you could just point out the development they need.
Ain't no
Like,
way. But it's like even like the same shit Mook said, like, all right, say you do point out a guy and it's like, yo, he got the intangibles. But if I pay him that amount of money when he get here,
I still need him to develop.
I need him to develop. Like, yeah, I see it, but I just can't give him the money and just be like, hun, we gave you the money, we gave you the jersey, come
right.
produce at Kansas. Like,
Nobody got
it's
no
not gonna work
insurance.
like
Nobody
that.
want no insurance.
No insurance, like
No bullshit. We need to create an insurance company. That's
we
what it
need an
is right
insurance
there.
company,
Insurance company. Yeah.
Cause you
Is that
telling
an
me
ace and a king
I
under
don't know
there
how
though?
this shit work with NIL. You telling me if we didn't have a group of us working out with the players that Kansas like this is fundamentals alone. We wouldn't even be having these conversations.
They'd be so
Mm-mm.
much ahead of the curve, it'd be crazy. It'd
Yeah.
be crazy. So
Right now, my boy has 5 minutes a game.
that's the name of the game. Insurance company. We got to create an insurance company.
No, seriously, no. All state.
Mm-hmm. The
That's
biggest
crazy
basketball
though.
insurance company you ever seen,
Seriously, though. But I
man.
mean, it ain't like I'm doing something crazy though. Because like you
Nothing.
just said, the experience is there, the resumes is there, the talent is there, the IQs is there. It's like really
The
not.
love
We
and loyalty
the
is
love and
there.
loyalty.
Right.
We in
So it
living
means more.
Yeah.
proof.
Yeah.
We the use cases.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
It happened for us. Like it happened for us. If D man is not there, we are not who we are.
No, no. So we already know that this ain't going nowhere unless we start at the base. This like this.
You ain't about to
Yeah.
get nobody just gonna say, yeah, huh? Put the jersey, like I just said, put the jersey on and then go represent
Yeah.
Kansas. First of all, I don't know too much. They don't know too much about Kansas. Then they don't really even
Hmm.
know like the tradition, even though they don't really care too much for it now. But if you know where, like when you put that jersey on, like what you doing, like what it means, like
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like we was those guys,
And when
that
you
shit was
have
embedded.
somebody, when you have somebody that been in the Bible teaching you, it gives you that
It
feel of
gives
the
you right.
history. Like
For
this shit
real.
means something. This and he still care to like teach me all because I go here. Like
But
gotta mean something. Like
you know what they do? They do have it in the NBA,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how these colleges got to start acting like the NBA.
Yeah, right.
They do have it. When you go back to some
Especially
teams,
at that level.
they got former players that's there that they either contract out or they have come in a couple times a month to like sit with some of the guys, get on the court with the guys,
yeah,
some shit like that's a lot of that going on, and I think Kansas really
yeah,
needs that, like
yeah.
hands down, hands down. So I mean that's just where I'm at. We've been on a good 30 minutes. I think this was a tough loss, man. I would have liked to
Yeah.
Hmm.
see them, be able to pull this one out because if you just dig deep into the to the Big 12, excuse me, UCF ain't one of the teams
Man.
that's like that you really have to worry about. Like these is the ones you have to have.
But they have been playing well.
They have
But just a different monster in that big.
that Big 12 different, man.
You
Oh,
can't.
UCF been playing well.
Ooh, we got
They've been
Yeah,
hard.
TCU, we got Texas Tech,
yeah.
Houston, Iowa
They,
State, Kansas State, Utah,
Arizona.
Arizona, Colorado. Not even like they. Nah, we
They
should get
ain't that
Colorado.
bad. Man, you
is this Coda kid better than Cambuza or am I tripping? Or
No,
is
they decent.
they kind of look play it like kind of
Pete,
like
mm-hmm.
yeah,
Can't
Coda Pete.
yeah, he tough.
Boo's 20,
Freshman.
20, 23 and 12, 24 and 12
So
right
Pete gonna be
now.
all right though, but he not as good as Boozy.
I don't think he there yet.
I mean, they game plan is kind of around Booza over at Duke, so he gonna get a lot
Gotta
of
be. Gotta have a
possession.
guy because
They play similar though.
nobody else really over there getting a basket but Cam.
Yeah,
They play similar though, really, like from that 18 feet and
this is
then
my first time really looking. I'm looking at
they
them
got
like
the same body. I know you
yeah,
see like yeah.
Man, listen,
he gonna
we
get
gonna get up out of
old.
here. We're gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna leave it with this though.
Yeah,
Watching Kansas right now, right? And we just talking just basketball. They don't get a big, just so say they don't get a big. Where do you see them finishing in the Big 12? Start with you. Start. You want to start with me? This might be one of the worst years we didn't had. If we don't get another big, the DP situation and not having another backup bid, it might get bad. Like UCF. Yeah. It might get bad. It's the most talented the Big 12 has been in. I mean, it's every year. But this is the most talented
it
it's been
better
in a
be, man.
long time. You got a team like
Yeah, it's that
Arizona,
time.
like you gotta get right. Go down the line. I just went down the line. You got Iowa State, Arizona, Houston,
Right.
BYU.
Houston.
BYU got better.
Come on.
Houston
Cincy's,
physical.
even the Cincy's in the
Even the
West Virginia, it's
Cincy's.
hard to win there. Even the Baylor, they just picked up a big man. You better go. You listen. You better
West
learn them
Virginia.
rules. Do your research. You got about 17. So if like I said, if that part not figured out, man, it's gonna be tough, especially the DP part. Is he
Mm-hmm.
finishing?
I know.
Is he not finishing? Right. What's gonna happen? What about you? Tribe?
Yeah, man. I think without the big situation figured out, I see about 3 teams that's better than us, and then I see about 4 or 5 teams that's gonna give us problems just because we ain't got no bigs and we can't play physically. Like, so honestly, man, just if DP and the big situation don't get handled, I see us fighting for 4, 5, 4. But like I said, this is Kansas, so who knows? But right now, I'm looking at 4, the best.
Or at best.
Mm.
About you, Ray?
I mean, for me, basically what Trop said, but I was gonna say I see Kansas like how we used to see Kansas State. Like you can be in the top four, you can be in the bottom 6 to 8. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Just like
Very true.
sometimes it's good. Sometimes like Kansas State could be good on a run, then they just collapse, or
Right.
they just ain't that good, or just a lot of stuff going on. I ain't gonna compare it to like a Texas Tech of our era, but like a Kansas State where like y'all got a couple guys, y'all might be decent, but y'all not gonna win, you know. But
Right.
hopefully you can be in the top four for the tournament, or you could be in that bottom and it just pure chaos, especially if it's Kansas. So that's all I
Right.
say.
Yeah.
But listen, man, appreciate y'all fellas
What
jumping
you
on
think?
here. Me personally,
Yeah.
hey man, like it's gonna be tough. I'm digging back into the development. Like I always said that
Hmm.
in the beginning, is the better teams is gonna have somebody they can slow the game down with. You got to have a big where you could slow the game down with, or you got to have a bread and butter. Right now, I don't see Kansas having like bread and butter plays to where it's like, okay, we know we going to that. Okay, we know this was going to happen. Yes, DP playing anytime he's going to put 20 to 30 in the books, right? If he plays. Melvin Council's a good player, and I think he's starting to develop to where his consistency going to be around that 17 to 20 mark, right? Outside of that, Trey White, again, super consistent. He gonna be around that 17 to 14 mark.
those three, I feel like you need a little bit more Flory. I just got to see it, man. Like his lack of like having a post play is like that's tough because you can guard ball screens a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you can guard ball screens, but one thing a Kansas big always had was a jump hook and a go to move. You know what I'm saying? I gotta just
Mm-hmm.
say that. Put that on. They always had that,
Right.
right? So it's like,
Right.
how do you develop that? And Bryson Tiller, if he doesn't play well, we have no shot
No
at
shot.
all.
No shot.
I'm saying at all
No
because
shot.
he 27 minutes, 2 points. He didn't seem confident. You know what I mean? He seemed hesitant. So like with all that being said,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna look at it one game, and I know that these guys are probably like burning up that they didn't play well. So I have to see it a couple more games to kind of put them in that position. But as of now, like there's a lot of things that need to be worked on. They need their insurance company, like Tribe said,
See,
trying to sign
even
somebody
the
up.
team like as we speaking, even the team like
Understood.
Houston, they going at it with Cincy. Houston, the
Right.
top five team in the country, and it's Cincy, like
And they only won by 7.
same thing.
Exactly.
That's why I
Mm-hmm.
said it would seem like UCF is going to be at the bottom of the Big 12. We
Mm-hmm.
all know that. Like
Facts.
literally the bottom. Are they all right? They can
They got
play.
some players for
They got some
sure.
players,
It's
but
a
they're going
lot
to be at the
of
bottom.
it's a lot of teams.
Who else gonna be at the bottom of the
I'm hoping not KU.
It's just a lot of teams that got a lot of places to play that it's hard to play at their spots. Like Iowa State is hard to play their spot. West Virginia is hard to
Well,
play
Ohio
their
State is
spot.
really good. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're really
Kansas
good.
State, Baylor, like them hard on the road games. Like you
BYU,
might
Hey,
just lose just because you at their crib. Like
even during the Big 12 tournament last year, a lot of teams came back with the same players. It was a lot of really good teams.
It was.
I was like super
Mhm.
surprised like how good they was and how well coached. You know what I'm saying? But again,
mm-hmm.
man, appreciate y'all jumping
yeah,
on,
y'all.
man. Appreciate everybody that come and rock with us. We continue to cover these Big 12 games. Look out
Mm-hmm.
for us on Facebook. You know what I mean? The OGs tapping back again. Much love.
Observe.
Much love.
Love.
Rock
Rock
chalk
chalk.
as
Rock, rock
always.
chalk,
The
rock
DP
chalk.
situation on the way out, man. It's unfortunate. We got to figure that out though.
I'm gonna get my
Got to
Yeah.
figure that
massage
out.
done.
What's that the Facebook is Jayhawk Underground.
J-
HQ.
Follow Jayhawk
HQ.
Underground on Facebook.
Yeah.
Also, follow us all on Facebook. We're gonna be sending out some notifications on Facebook, on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
Morris Code on YouTube, but we're gonna switch it over when we get a chance to kind of
Right.
hold his own.
The reason why we say Facebook because we know all of the KU follow and the KU family is on Facebook. So that's
Right.
where we're going to be at to be able to talk to everybody.
Communicate and talk.
Right.
Yes,
Look
sir.
out for us on the message boards. Look out for us.